And so, believe it or not, there were companies, I'll take that over. There were companies that were already well ahead of the curve. XplorIt, and Greg Murtha is one of them. He's one of our next panelists. And also with him will be Misty Goff from Visit Orlando. So our hosts.
Hello. Well, I don't rap, but I have a fan following going on here today. But thanks everybody. We're going to do this really quick. I know you've had a long morning. You've learned lots and you're excited to get to the IPW lunch. But we have some cool stuff to share, and I promise you, you're going to enjoy it because we're going to show you some of the coolest places in Orlando that you may not get to visit. But first, let me say thank you for being here. We're excited to have you in Orlando and hope you're having a great time so far. Thank you. I'm here with my partner, Greg, who worked with us on this awesome virtual tour. Before I dive into that, let me just give you a little background on where this journey started. We actually started about 5 years ago, looking into virtual tour technology to be able to create a platform that our audiences around the world, whether it be consumer or B2B, could really experience the destination, understand the proximity of everything in the destination, and use it as a trip planning tool. So in our research, we found there were a lot of people out there, but they were all very one-dimensional and not very user-friendly. I know all of you have experienced the arrow click game, where you follow the arrow, and inevitably hit the wall, and you're stuck, and you can't get out, and it's really frustrating. So we purposely made sure that we built something that was fully immersive. We were able to use XplorIt's interlocking 360 video technology to allow us to create that immersive experience that would really bring the destination to life. So we're thankful we found a great partner, and before, I'll let Greg get into it, but I'll tell you real quick that we did create over the last 4 years what we believe to be the largest and most immersive virtual destination platform, virtual platform. And I can say that confidently because we have over 100 locations, over 60 hotels that you can walk in and out of, all 13 of our big theme parks and water parks, which was a feat in itself, and over 15 attractions from zip lining to indoor skydiving, as well as shopping, dining, our full convention center, our airport, and even our sporting venues. So the tool really became a really great resource for all of our partners in the destination, regardless of what type of partner they were, to really showcase their facilities and be able to understand where the proximity, be able to explain the proximity of those locations in Orlando. So that obviously came into great play and was a benefit to us in 2020 when the world stopped and everybody couldn't travel. And so we were able to use that content that we built to really showcase the destination in our social channels, in our web, and in our email to keep people around the world engaged with Visit Orlando. So we were very lucky and happy to have a great partner. So I'll stop talking and let Greg go.
Great, thank you so much, Misty. I'm going to jump in and go over here and take you on a little guided adventure through Visit Orlando. If we point out to the right here, you'll see there's a navigation menu to the right-hand side. We can go ahead and see there's different levels of functionality. I can exit, I can take my pen and I can draw, I can tune my audio or my video off. So this is just one aspect of the technology. This lives on the Visit Orlando website, and we're going to go ahead and take you for a little tour around the city. And unlike some of the other, almost every other virtual technology, you see yourself click, 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 click from one place to another. We removed the barriers. As you see, we just flew from the Orlando wheel to SeaWorld, and here we are in an aerial view of SeaWorld from our drone, and we can get a really great view of the entire park. And right now I'm going to take us over to the Mako roller coaster, and we're going to just take a little coaster spin for those of you that have not gotten to go to any of the parks yet. We're going to show you where we're going to be going tonight to the tomorrow, excuse me, thank you, to Islands Adventure. But right now we're going to take you on the tallest and fastest and longest roller coaster in Orlando, Florida, and we're just going to have a little bit of a spin here. Just to give you a little point of perspective, XplorIt is an advertising age, award-winning technology that delivers the most authentic virtual travel experiences today. Innovative player technology drives multimedia formats that engage viewers in a journey of self-selected discovery. Interactive multimedia capabilities create a unique platform that engages and educates consumers while entertaining them in a game-like virtual travel experience. XplorIt is based on a hub-and-spoke infrastructure with 360-degree views, multiple transition applications, walking, driving, skiing, experiencing rides, flying. We also embed audio, video, 360 video, live cams, PDFs. We have multiple methods of navigation, and it works on any device, from a 3D headset to your mobile phone, and we spent years working on our mobile application. So with that, we're going to go ahead and we'll finish our little ride of Mako, and I'm going to take you up to the 30,000-foot view of Orlando, Florida. One of the things a lot of destination travelers struggle with is a sense of place and orientation, and how do we figure out where we are and where we're going. So from here we can see the big 30,000-foot view, as we call it, and we're going to take you over to Gatorland. And here we are again from a drone perspective, and we're going to learn a little, we'll see a little educational video about what it's like to go to Gatorland.
He still eats good and does all that.
So how old's Brendan?
And probably about 30 to 40 years of age.
As you see, we get up close and
50
personal.
to 80 is average lifespan in captivity, and the wild's about 40 to 50 years.
Oh, so they live long or in
captivity, yeah, just because they don't have to deal with the elements.
Right.
And if they get sick, they can get taken care of. I mean, they're hardy animals anyway. These guys have been around for 37 million years.
37 million years, there you go, there's something for you. So that's just one of the things that you can do at Gatorland. It's really quite amazing. They've got a real albino alligator there, which is just amazing. And as you saw, Predator, that had his whole front of his mouth bitten off by another alligator. But we're going to talk about like experiences. I mean, we were very fortunate in that we've been able to shoot some of the most incredible destinations in the world here in Orlando. I mean, from beautiful hotel properties to the new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which I can't show you quite yet, but it is amazing. And embedding all these different experiences. And one of the big problems is that people just are not reading anymore. When you look across the broad spectrum of destination marketing websites, the typical user spends between 60 and 120 seconds, a minute or 2 minutes, and then they're gone because people, are looking to be entertained. Thank you. Here we are at Universal Studios and their City Walk. And again, from our drone, the first time Universal Studios ever allowed an outside vendor to fly drones inside the park, so that was kind of a fun little kudo. And tonight I'm going to take you down to, this Universal City Walk. We got Margaritaville, great place for a margarita, of course. And I'm going to take you over to the Islands of Adventure, where you'll be going tomorrow night for the closing party. And as you can see, it's a really great park. I mean, you've got Jimmy Buffett's old seaplane right there, and as we roll into Islands of Adventure, you'll see we'll go through the gates, and you'll get to really see kind of what you're going to have to experience tonight firsthand for yourself. Here we go, and then we're going to take a little peek around. You can see it's a beautiful morning. It's really, really fun when you get to go to the theme parks and you're the only one there, and you get to have the whole place to yourself. It's really, you're going to get to share with some good friends from all of our colleagues in U.S. travel. But
you learn in a 360 shoot that the hardest thing is to duck and cover from the 360 camera. It's very hard to hide from that camera, so we look for trash cans and dive.
We do. There's a funny shot in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter where we had to get everyone out of the shot, and we had the entire cast and crew huddled behind this little beverage cart. And if you spin around, you can see us all huddled underneath this little cart, trying to hide from the different images. So we tend to like to, when you see a lot of the stuff with Google and some of our competitors, they do, you have to do a lot of facial blurring for privacy reasons, and so we really try to avoid shooting in times like when we're going to have a bunch of people. And here we are at the magical wizarding world of Harry Potter, and I'm going to take you over to 3 Broomsticks where you can stop by tonight and get a butterbeer, right? Butterbeer?
It's not alcoholic.
No alcohol though, but do they make, is there any?
A lot of sugar. There's alcohol somewhere, but a lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar. They don't make a spiked butterbeer for our guests. So anyway, again, here we are, just beautiful. And the deal is that when we try to, everything else until this point in time has been the evolution of linear media. You push play, you push pause, you push stop. The user has never been empowered to go where they want to go and to see what they want to see. And I'm going to go back because I just clicked the wrong button. And I'm going to take you up to Hogwarts Castle. But really, it's a visual world. And as you all know, you look at your website statistics, people are just not reading that much. They're not that engaged. It's the old show me, don't tell me thing. When people want an immersive experience and they want to seek out the things that are most of interest to them. Right now, I'm showing you a lot of the leisure product, but as Misty mentioned, we worked with Ishma and we did the 60 biggest hotels from the Four Seasons and the Ritz-Carlton to the Waldorf Astoria and the Marriott and the Hyatt. And so people want, where do we want to stay? Where do we want to go? And with this technology right now, you can see that if I could literally pass the controls to Doug and we would be able to, have a conversation, but you can share this technology with friends and say, hey, what hotel do we want to stay at? Should we go to Islands of Adventure or should we go to just the main Universal Studios park? And I'm going to take you today, we're going to just show a couple little things in downtown, and then we'll finish things up because it looks like I've got down on my last 90 seconds. And
yeah, Greg, thank you so much for this. I was just going to ask if you had conversation or questions for Misty as well in this. Obviously, what you're doing here is remarkable, but I don't know if there were other conversations you want to have with Misty up there.
I think we're good. We kind of just did a little, we're sort of rolling on this. So,
right on.
I mean, if anybody has questions, I'd love to answer them. But, here we are downtown Orlando. And again, just kind of take me there. And we're going to finish off over on iDrive and just show you where we're at right now. You can see this is the entire convention center campus right here. This is where we are, is the South Building. And you can see as we look around, we can see the Hyatt Regency. And we can travel throughout all of the meeting space at the Hyatt or the Hilton or any of these other properties. But for now, we're going to close with just a little stroll, the classic stroll down the Magic Kingdom. As you can see, these are all the Disney theme parks. Again, giving you an aerial perspective on everything that the Disney Resorts has to offer. And with that, we're going to go ahead and just take a beautiful look at what the Magic Kingdom looks like at 5:30 in the morning. The only people in the park are Mickey and Walt. And with that, we'll just take a little stroll down memory lane for those fond memories of us as a kid, as we all remember those first moments of discovery of the magic of Disney. And with that, I'd like to say thank you guys for attending. And we have 6 of the top 10 destinations in the United States using our technology. Discover Los Angeles, visit Anaheim, San Francisco travel, visit Las Vegas, visit New Orleans, and of course our most magnificent client, visit Orlando. So,
right where. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
Yes.
Question.
It's been an evolving process, quite frankly. We started with Misty.
Yeah, so we did 2 production shoots over 4 years. The process of shooting it each time, Greg's team was wonderful because we had so much. They came for 3 weeks to a month and we went everywhere, every single day, long days. And then it takes a good 4 months to process all of that. Greg can explain the technology, but it's like a gaming background, so there's a lot of rendering and work, and all these 360s have to be stitched together. And then we started rolling them out one by one. We just completed another shoot at the beginning of 22 here. And so what we do is every year take a look at what we have, see what new is open, and if there's anything we need to add to the tour or update. So it's usually a 3 to 5 year that it can stick around depending on the assets that you have to work with.
One more question, if there are any more, and then lunchtime. Yeah, Charlie?
Oh, thank you. So, great. Just what a great effort. Yeah, really, really enjoyable. Is there a data feedback at this point that you can share some online stuff with? Not to
They've had like almost 500,000 visitors spend. I mean, I think mobile engagement right now is at over 5 minutes of engagement. The desktop utilization is at over 6 minutes of engagement. We track every click so we know exactly where each visitor went, what videos they watched, what destinations they went to, total time on site, what type of device they're using. We have a historical record of month over month, year to year. So we understand how important the tracking data is for the back end and evaluation purposes. But again, it goes back to the things people want to be entertained, and you're selling your destination and you sell an experience. And really what we do is we bring those experiences to life, and we bring them to life in a way that people say, I want to go there, I want to see that, I want to do that.
And I should say that we did it for consumer. It's on our consumer website, but it's also on our meetings website, where we can do virtual site visits all through the pandemic with this tool. And then also for our travel industry sales, where they used it for virtual webinars. So it's got a lot of great opportunities. That's why we really invested in it, because it would work for the entire organization, and then ended up being a great partner benefit for all of our members.
Great, thank you guys very much. Round of applause.
Yeah.